Well, just me this week, folks. She's left me. Don't feel too sorry for me though. She's coming back. Well, she says she is. Yeah, just me this week. She's been out and about. She's been in the office. She's been and had a day getting a tattoo done. Now she's gone on a hen weekend, so I've been rattling around the boat on my own most of the time. And then, yeah, just a lot of moving this week. There's stoppages every year. The Canal and River Trust announce where they're going to be doing maintenance on the system, and sometimes it involves closing the canal. So we've been having a bit of a race on our hands to try and get past a certain point in Milton Keynes so that we can get down Hemel Hempstead for Christmas. So this week's all about the moving. We've moved as much as we can this week, and then we found out the stoppage isn't happening anymore. But yeah, hey ho, it gives us a bit more free time now to sit around and get some other jobs done. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video this week. Just a bit of moving and grooving.
Hello, I'm Ant, and this is Emma, and welcome to whatever floats your boat. We live off-grid on our 70-foot narrowboat with our two dogs, Domino and Sophie. After living on the boat for 2 years now, we're finally ready to cut the umbilical cord, leave our hometown behind, and head off to explore the canals and rivers of Britain. Join us this week. Well, join me this week, because she's buggered off and left me, ain't she? You know the drill, folks. If you enjoy the videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh dear, just getting ready to set off, and shut up, yo. Just getting ready to set off, and I've just dropped the tripod for the camera in there. So just been in and got the magnet. Let's see if we can find it. It went somewhere down here. I'm hoping there's enough enough metal on the tripod for it to attach to the magnet.
A few moments later.
What have we got? Nothing.
1 hour later.
I think I'm on something. What's that? Nothing. Bugger.
2 hours later. 3 hours later.
Oh, I think I know I said it before. Yeah. Nothing.
Meanwhile.
Sophie's just stood there wondering what the hell I'm doing.
6.5 hours later.
We're definitely on something there. Just got to find a bit of metal on it. No.
Eventually.
Well, hey, there she is. Ta-da! Could have been worse. Could have been the actual camera. Suppose better get that cleaned up and get us moving. Goodbye trees. We are going. I love the wildlife we see when we're out and about. Don't get me wrong, they're only sheep, but it's still nice to see them. Check out the horns on that bull. We even saw a fox in broad daylight, look. Have a look at that. Okay, so it's not a real one. Check out this next one though. We see quite a few kingfishers, but you never ever manage, well, I never managed to get them on film normally because they're quite timid birds, but I've seen this little fella twice, look. Here he is again. Along with all the wildlife, we see quite a few quirky little properties on the canal edge as well. I'd love to know why they've got that footpath from the front gate going down to the canal. Looks pretty cool though, eh? It's not just quirky properties we see, there's plenty of unusual boats out there as well. I think if all canal boats looked the same, it'd be pretty boring out there. This week gives us our first experience of a broad canal as we join the Grand Union. Give or take 6 inches, we've always been the biggest boat on the cut, but not anymore. Look at the size of that one. The Grand Union would have been the M1 of its day, with boats carrying goods from London to Birmingham and vice versa. Just the other side of that tree line behind the towpath is the hustle and bustle of the actual M1, with all the cars and lorries speeding by. I bet hardly any of them know we're peacefully chugging along beside them. Emma's favourite time, tunnel time. We went through Braunston Tunnel this week. Emma is absolutely petrified of the tunnels. If it weren't for the fact she was inside working, she'd have got off and walked round. I love them though, wicked. Braunston Tunnel is just under 2 kilometres long, and I think it took us about 40 minutes to get through it. I think my favourite thing about going through the tunnels is just the sound of the engine. You have a listen to this. Here's one of the ventilation shafts of the tunnel then. So that goes all the way up to ground level, and they just help with the airflow really. I spotted 2 shafts while we were going through the tunnel, but when I was walking the dog back to the car, this was the only one I could see at ground level.
I will give you 2 guesses as to who didn't bring a coat when they decided to move the car and then walk 3 miles back to the boat. I don't think you need 2 guesses, do you? Not for me. I don't think the dog minds though. She loves it. Sophie, this way. Good girl. She loves it. Welcome to winter walking on the towpath. Lovely. Not even properly winter yet and it's already boggy.
The broad canals mean obviously wider locks too. So the locks are wider so they could get 2 boats in side by side, or even get bigger, wider boats in so they could carry more goods. If you're doing the lock single-handedly, the wide ones, you're best off to get off your boat and use your centre line to keep it pulled over to the side, save it bouncing around in the lock. If there was another boat travelling our way, we'd have just paired up and gone in together, but as it happens, we were on our own.
If I go too far back because the gates leak, we get all that in the engine room. It looks like that ground paddle slightly open, but there's not a lot I can do about that, because if we look over here, that's what it should look like. There's the one for that side, snapped off. I'm guessing that's on CRT's ever-growing job list. Their job list must be about as big as mine. Yeah, single-handed on the locks today. Emma's got to work, but we need to move to get by the stoppages, so there we are.
I know one thing, these gates on the wide locks are bloody heavy.
On these double locks then, I reckon it's easier for me to pull the boat through rather than having to climb down on the ladders and walk along the roof. I pull the boat through, but then they've got these poxy little bridges they have to pass the rope under, but it's still easier than walking the roof, I think. It does me good anyway because we didn't go to the gym this morning, so.
make sure my rope ain't gonna go in the water. Then I can stop up here, drop the paddle, shut this gate, and then jump back on from down there. Grab me rope. Think I'd forgot you, did you? Oh dear. That is something wrapped around the prop. Looks like Muggins here is going to have to go down the weed hatch. I've tried a bit of reverse to see if that gets it off, but it still bangs away, as you can hear. He's only gone and got lucky. There's the fender. I did see it hanging around in the loft, and I thought, ooh, I should probably grab that. But no, it'll be all right. And I was busy chatting to the guy that was on the lock helping me. So I thought, oh, we'll be fine. And then just come out the bottom gates for the lock and clunk, 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 clunk. So yeah, but hey, it's off now, and I haven't had to get down the weed hatch. Happy days. We've had the boat what 2 and a bit years now, almost 3 possibly, I think. I don't know, 2 and a bit anyway. And we've been down the weed hatch once. They reckon if you've got a well-designed swim, so the back of the boat at the bottom, you shouldn't really have to go down your weed hatch. Funnily enough, the time before when I went down my weed hatch, that was because of the fender as well. So yeah, if I see another fender floating, I'm picking the bugger up. I'm glad I haven't had to go down the weed hatch, because it's under those bolts there. You can get in the engine room, but it's a bit of a pig and you haven't got very good access unless you lift that flap up, which involves bolts, and then I've got to reseal it. So yeah, thankfully we don't have to go down there very often.
It's a big one.
Hey?
That's a whopper.
It is. He showed them the bits I've already got.
It was such a pikey.
We can go and spend money on wood if you want.
No.
No. Sophie.
It doesn't matter how busy we are moving the boat or how far we've got to get, we've always got time for a bit of free wood.
That looks a bit wet.
Yeah, once it's chopped up and split.
How far away from Buckby are we?
Eh?
How far away from Buckby are we? Where's the car?
I'm going to say Buckby's about 10 miles that way, love.
Oh, where's the car?
We're probably halfway from when we set off, so at least another hour.
It's a beautiful day for foraging.
Say again?
Beautiful day for foraging.
That's right, I spotted it when I walked the dog back earlier. I thought, really, yeah, we'll have a few bits of that. So we'll just chuck them under the crutch for now, and then once we're moored up, I'll
Chop them up.
get the chainsaw out and chop them up, split them up, let them dry out a bit. And then by the time we've used the rest of that, these should go out to burn.
Definitely think we need a log on top of the boat.
Yeah.
Why? Just think it'd be a good place to stick them and let them dry out.
Yeah. To build some boxes or something, then, eh? Add it to my list.
Yeah.
Oh, splinter.
There's a surprise.
Right then, let's get these loaded up. Here's my logs I foraged the other day then. They've all been chopped down and split up. I done it yesterday actually. Wait for the train to go by. But yeah, the day we picked them up it was raining, and then it had been raining for about a week beforehand, so they were a bit wet. So they've been out half the day yesterday, all overnight, and then all day today in the sun. So they're drying out nicely, and they can go under the cracks then. Sophie, come. Yeah, good girl. Sit. Yes. Ready. Go. Sophie likes to chase, Domino likes to bury. So as you can see, she's been digging under the battery box trying to bury her ball. What are you doing? What are you doing?
You know what time it is. It's joke of the day. I reckon this is why she's left me, you know. She might not come back. Joke of the day then. So I've been on my own because Emma's gone, and I've been a bit lonely. So do you know what I've done? I bought some shares. Do you know why? Because it's nice to have a bit of company. Do you get it? That's it for this week, folks. See ya. Oh, join us next week and I'll show you all about that battery box that Domino's trying to bury a ball under. Bye for now.